So we've made it inside the internet cafe. Let's grab a seat. Alright. So they've given me this coupon code right here at the internet cafe. Here's the username and password. This cost 15 nakfa and it's valid for 1 hour. You only get a few megabytes of data with it, but you absolutely need a VPN. Without a VPN, it won't work. The guy followed me all the way up here asking for money. He even came inside and walked right up with me. And look at this cafe, see how everyone's sitting. They've got couches set up. Unlike our old internet cafes, we used to have computers. It's not like that. Everyone's just sitting here and connected on their phones to use WhatsApp, to use Instagram. And my coupon is now connected. This coupon code, it's valid for 1 hour. I took the 1 hour plan, which was for 15 nakfa. That's about $1. Yeah, exactly $1. About 87 Indian rupees. But they also told me that it won't run without a VPN. You need to have a VPN for the internet here. Downstairs, they had these posters up for WhatsApp, Instagram, saying you can scroll and use all these things. But they also mentioned it's going to be very slow. You can't watch YouTube videos or anything. You can only send messages on WhatsApp or even Instagram. A message might go through after a long time. Videos, reels, nothing will play. And you must have a VPN or it won't work at all, because apps like WhatsApp are banned here in this country. I have connected it, but it's still not working for me. You can see the price list on the screen. They had different rates for 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hours. They had this whole price chart, this much payment for this many hours, so you can choose based on that. I just took the 1 hour plan to test it out, but guys, it's not working. I've heard they have workarounds for everything here. I have an iPhone. On Android, it works easily. Let me try disconnecting and reconnecting, maybe it'll work. I have ExpressVPN, but that's not working here. This country has its own specific VPNs that I should have downloaded beforehand. Although I did download 2 or 3, but the ones I got aren't working either. There's probably another VPN that works, but I don't have that specific VPN. I'm trying to see if the internet will work at all. Dude, I thought my internet wasn't working, but it looks like it is. Actually, it's working so slow. It feels like it's not working at all. I mean, it's been 10 minutes since I connected, and so far only one notification has loaded. And that wasn't even from WhatsApp. I got one Instagram notification for a message, but Instagram won't even open. Firstly, there's no speed in this country. It's 2G, perhaps not even 2G, maybe 1G. And on that 1G speed, there are more than 15 people connected right now. So you can just imagine what the situation is. Everyone else is just sitting like this, on couches, on chairs, trying to use the internet. People send a message and then just forget about it. It gets delivered after a long time. It gets sent, then received. This is how people use the internet here, sitting on chairs. Mine's not working at all. It's been half an hour. And still, nothing is opening. Man, where am I stuck? Nothing is loading at all. The people sitting here, they send one message from their phone and then they start chatting with the other people sitting in the cafe. Because it takes so long for one message to be delivered, they're not just gonna sit staring at their phones, right? How else do you pass the time? So they hit send and start talking to the people around them. In the meantime, their message gets delivered. A few minutes later, they check their phone again once it's delivered. I'm starting to find this really funny, man. And it's been over half an hour since I came here. I'm trying to download a single photo, and that photo still hasn't downloaded. I've basically given up. I don't think it's going to happen. And it was so difficult to even send one message. I managed to send a message to my brother to tell everyone at home that I'm fine, I'm safe and alive. For so long, it just kept saying network lost, connection lost. It kept disconnecting, nothing was working. But somehow that message just got delivered to him. But man, it's just so funny that today when we use 5G with speed of hundreds of megabits per second, and here, look, since I've been here, that one photo still hasn't downloaded. I'm leaving now. I've given up, man. I've accepted defeat. Let's get out of here. Alright, I'm out of the cyber cafe. So it was a 1 hour session and I sat there for pretty much the whole time. I completed my 55-minute session. But after that, I just gave up since nothing was happening. I needed to download one photo from Instagram. That photo didn't download for the entire duration. Apart from that, I tried one Google search about Eritrea's weather just for my own knowledge. That Google search didn't even open. The third thing I wanted to do was message my brother. And that message went through. So finally, one thing worked out. And you know, when I first walked in there, I asked them, how much data do I get for 1 hour? The girl at the reception didn't speak much English, but there was a guy sitting on the side. He explained it to me in English. He said, there's no limit. It's unlimited data. You can use it as much as you want in 1 hour. I thought, that's awesome. In 1 hour, I can easily burn 2 to 3 GB. I'll make good use of this. But when I actually used the data, After an hour, I realized that no matter how much you try, you can't even use more than 5 megabytes because it just doesn't work. The speed is that slow. So technically it was unlimited for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and we think, great, it's unlimited. We can get all our uploads and downloads done. Forget about it, guys, just forget it. Nothing's going to happen. Forget videos, even a photo wouldn't download. I sat there for so long, hitting refresh again and again, that photo just wouldn't open. So basically, in 1 hour, you just get really frustrated. You can barely use maybe 5 or 6 megabytes, and that's only if you non-stop keep hitting refresh. The people sitting there would just send a message and forget they even sent it. They'd look up, look at the ceiling, chat with people around them, and then after a while, they'd check their phone to see if the message was delivered. It felt so strange to see this situation in this day and age, but at the same time, it feels kind of nice. I feel disconnected from the world. One message got through to my family, so now there's no tension. At least they know I'm alive at home. I'm not feeling the usual stress of daily life. We're always on our phones with 5G running. Nowadays, we don't even turn off our mobile data. There was a time when we only got internet access occasionally. It feels like those days are back, except I'm not really getting any internet here, and what I am getting, well, you saw what that's like. So in a way, it's good. It feels like no phone calls are coming in, no messages. Just live in your moment, live in the present. It actually feels really good, seriously. By the way, my WhatsApp didn't work at all. Nothing came in, nothing went out, nothing would open in WhatsApp. So as I was leaving, I asked them why my WhatsApp didn't work. They said, "You've got an iPhone, right? It won't work on iPhones, you need a VPN." I said, "I've already tried all my VPNs." He replied, "No, there's a special one. Go to the nearby market, look for a guy named Temeskin at the electronics shop. He'll install the VPN that makes WhatsApp work. On Androids it's fine, but iPhones have this issue. So let's go see if we can find this Temeskin guy." Okay, we're outside. Now where is that electronics shop that guy mentioned? He said it was somewhere around here, I think. I think the place he mentioned is where I was earlier. Maybe this is the electronics shop. Let me ask. I need to get to Sweet Sounds to meet Tofgu. Just saying his name into the camera so I don't forget it. The guy from this shop said, "Go straight, then take a right, then a left." He said the Central Hotel will be there. Near the Central Hotel, there is an electronics shop called Sweet Sounds. I can find Tofgu there. He'll install the VPN on my phone. And Central Hotel, that's where my guide said his office is. Let's find the Central Hotel then. Okay, I've come straight. Now I have to take a right from here and then a left later. All around me are shops selling CD cassettes. People here still buy cassettes. They use a player and put in their cassettes to listen to music. Things we used to do 10 to 15 years ago. There are so many electronic shops like this one. They seem to have a workaround for everything here. Now I need to take a left here. I have to find the Sweet Sound shop now. I went to another shop, and here too, you can get games and apps loaded onto your phone. I mean, things that we do in seconds on the internet today, they have dedicated shops for those things here. Like getting games installed for passing the time, getting movies loaded onto your phone from a pen drive. There's a whole market for it. And on the roadside, they're selling jeans and stuff. I've walked through the whole market and couldn't find Sweet Sounds. I see it now, finally, let's go in. This guy will add the VPN, lots of people said so. Look at this TV, guys. The shop still has this old television set. And look here, an iPod second generation. I think this must be from who knows how many decades ago. This isn't even a phone, it doesn't have apps or cameras, it's simply dedicated to playing songs. And yet, for the people here, it still feels like a remarkably advanced piece of technology. What's considered vintage or even obsolete in the rest of the world is still very much alive and in use today. Okay, I've met Tofgu. He was a really nice, helpful guy. He connected my phone to his laptop. There were a couple of old phones lying around. This is the kind of work he does. He connected it, and through iTunes he said, "I'll install a VPN on your phone." In this country, he said all VPNs are banned, so they don't work. But you'll have to do a hit and try. Who knows which VPN might just work. I'm installing several VPNs on your phone. I said, "Go for it, brother." After installing them, he handed my phone back. I asked, "Is it done? How many did you install?" He said, "I've installed 18 VPNs on your phone. Keep trying all of them repeatedly. Who knows which one might work, or maybe none of them will." I asked, "Is there an internet cafe nearby where I can go and try them out?" He said, No, not here. Even if it works, the speed is too low. Go to the blue building." So I asked, "How far is it from here?" He said, "There's no point in going now. You'll have to go tomorrow. You're too late. I'll survive one more day. I'll spend one more evening without the internet." And then Tofgu started apologizing to me and said they have this problem in their country and I must be getting frustrated. He even apologized for making me go through this. I said, No, brother. First of all, how is it your fault? And it's actually a good thing. I'm actually enjoying being disconnected. I'm just getting this done as a backup, just in case there's an emergency or something. I don't even need to use the internet right now. It's evening and it's gotten cold. My hotel is, I think I've walked 2 to 3 kilometers away from it. It's 8 p.m. now. and I don't think I'll find any gym open at this time. And there were so many shops, the kind where you can get mobile games loaded, CDs, DVDs, and also internet cafes, just like the one I went to earlier. There were many such cafes with people just sitting on couches waiting, trying to use the internet, just hoping the connection would finally kick in. After wandering for the last 1.5 kilometers, I've accidentally ended up right back where I started, in the lane just outside Tofku's shop. It's really crowded here. This street honestly feels like a market. People are just out, walking around, doing their thing. After dark, the whole place really comes alive. I'm pretty sure this is their main nightlife spot too. It's probably even more crowded now that it's dark, while the other roads have emptied out. I'm back on their main road. I'm looking for some young muscular guys. I'll ask them if there's a gym nearby. I'll have to ask people because I have no Google Maps, no internet, and I won't even find a listing online, even if a gym exists. People on the street are stopping to look at posters to see which movie is playing. The walls here are covered with all type of different posters. This street really got active after dark. I wonder where all these people are going.
Wait, Apadi. Where is it?
Abadi.
Abadi. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.
They told me about some cathedral, Enda Mariam, something. They said go to that cathedral and there's a gym near it. They were speaking their own language, but I somehow understood. They said everyone goes to the gym that's near it. They said once you reach the cathedral, you'll find it. I have offline Google Maps downloaded, so somehow I found the cathedral, but it's 1 kilometer from here. The crowd here is at its peak. All the young people are out at this time. It's not as crowded here as it was outside the main cathedral. There were so many young people there. Here they are selling chocolates, biscuits, sunglasses, party supplies maybe. A left from here should take me to Enda Mariam Cathedral. By the way, it's gotten cold now at night. Flyness office, the airline I flew here with, is here. They told me it's in this lane. I asked a few more people again. You'll find bakeries in every lane and the smell of fresh bread as you walk through them. And you'll see lots of cafes, pizzerias, various coffee shops. And they're not empty, I mean they're all full. Suddenly I'm in a deserted lane and I can hear the sound of iron clanking. Found the gym. Universal Gym? Here it is, let's go inside. I got a 1-day pass for 30 nakfa. If you do the math, that's not even $3, so it's like less than $3 for a day pass. The gym closes at 9 p.m. and the time now is 8:15. Actually, it's past that, 8:17. So I have very little time to complete my exercise. I have 40 minutes. Let's work out. The name of the gym, by the way, is Dawit Abadi Universal Gym. That's why the guys were saying Abadi, Abadi when I asked where the gym was. There I am in the mirror. Look at the kids here working hard. Dude, this one area smells so bad. It's hard to exercise over here. They've made a bathroom back there. People are showering there, urinating there. It smells so bad behind this area. It's 2 minutes to 9 and I have 1 set left. All exercises are done. This is the last one. I'll finish and put the dumbbells away. They're just waiting for me. I'll put them back myself. Alright, exercise complete. I said goodbye to the guys in the gym who were helping me to lift weights and put them back. Let's go. It's exactly 9 p.m. and it's really cold outside the gym, although my body is still warm. Look at this school van. My hotel must be around 3 kilometers from here. That's not too far. Maybe I'll just run there.